Maybe I'll join the marshals. I do like roughing people up.
You get drummed out a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. Even got my own blackjack.
Not a chance, buddy. Crap like us don't get to live.
Hi.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
doesn't
have
matter how much
any
money
books
you got.
on cloning? I guess. Who are you? I'm Irv. What do you want? Oh no! Did you kill them? Oh, poor clones. They never really acted right. I screwed up the formula somehow. Well, I guess I'm kinda afraid to make friends the normal way, so I made them an abnormal way. Only I didn't do it very well. When they came out of the chamber, there was something wrong with them. They were really stupid and really crazy. And they just got crazier day by day. If I hadn't run out of the apartment today, they would have killed me. I'm a bad father. I'm a bad father. Please don't tell the marshals, but I'm one of his clones. Unfortunately, I'm fourth generation, at least. So, I'm not as smart as the original. Smart enough to use Dr. Finster's notes to get the cloning machine working again, but not smart enough to make good quality clones. I can't even make one as good as myself, and I'm not that good. Bits of me don't work very well at all. Oh, Dr. Finster was a genius. He's the only person in the world to have mastered the cloning of humans. He may have become a little paranoid at the end, but that doesn't lessen any of the good he gave to the world. Until he decided all humans had to die. He was a real humanitarian. The original? No, not anymore, but I guess, in a way, as long as I'm alive, he is too, because I'm him. Aren't I? I'm him, but not the part of him that wanted to wipe out the entire human race. Right? Yeah? I wasn't suggesting, no. You know the whole nature versus nurture debate? How some things are genetic and some things you learn? Well, that killing everybody part of him, that was nurture. He wasn't born that way, and neither am I. I swear. You believe me, don't you? Oh, thank God. So, you're not gonna arrest me? You're gonna let me be a real scientist? This is the best! I'm so grateful! I'll do good work for you, I promise. Thank you so much.
Any word on the loony in number 3 yet, Rangers? About time. Gonna take me a week to clean up that mess. What was his deal, anyway? Ah, that's kinda sad. What did you do with him? Well, how about that? I'm glad to hear it. Never wished the poor man ill, just didn't want him here. Thank you, Rangers. Here's a little something for taking care of the problem and tying it up in a pretty bow. So long. Oh, my sciatica.
Be seeing you, Rosie.
Hello, Rangers. This is Gideon Reyes. I'm addressing you from Broadmoor Heights. The Patriarch has made it known that you are in need of logistical support. I can happily make a few calls, speak to a few people. In exchange, I'd like to ask that you hear me out on a proposition. It's not a thing I really do, this ransoming of aid. But these are unusual circumstances, and Colorado Springs' future hangs in the metaphorical balance. I wouldn't be asking for such an exchange if I wasn't desperate. We'll be at the church in Broadmoor Heights, and I'll tell the marshals to let you through. Come find me here.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. I do like roughing people up.
Get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. Blackjack.
There's always something breaking.
is closed until further notice. City dump's totally late.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
My uncle, Gideon Reyes, wants to speak to the Rangers.
Oh, of course, Miss Wesson. Open it up, fellas.
Ranger HQ calling Team November. Come in. Listen. While we were going through the base, we found some refugees squatting in the barracks. They're refusing to leave and want to speak to whoever's in charge, which would be you. Can you come back and sort this out when you have a chance? Getting a little tense here. Understood. See you when you get here. RHQ out.
Too soon to be back.
So they killed the Wessons, the Schulers, the Jacksons, Sophia Gutierrez too, and her kids. Patriarch said the Dorseys were dead. He was either lying or incompetent. Which is it? A lot of people have been asking the same thing.
I am very well with the private property. Please do not touch.
Hey, boss.
Did you hear what happened in Aspen? All those people taken hostage?
If it's really Vic who has them, they're all as good as dead.
Don't say that to Miriam Knox. Her husband was there, poor woman.
Someday I'm gonna live like this. Someday.
They've added more guards, looks like.
You're cleared for public areas only.
My uncle tells me you're a man of questionable morals, Mr. Kwan.
Yes? Oh, hello. You must be the Rangers. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns. Good day.
The guards who get posted here are so full of themselves.
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we. No sudden moves, understand?
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? Not at all. Now, what can I do for you? Ask them. Used to be my strongest supporters. Until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and... well... until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing, only ruling. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Why? Are you getting ideas? I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on. Fine. Ask them. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools fine. Get going, Rangers. You have work to do.
Are you ready? Left. Right. Right.
Oh, look. Tourists.
Oh, Melissa, you're too much. Oh, we're just talking. Strangers, no need to get any closer.
What could you again? How boring.
Hello, and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the Ward family. What is your business at the Ward's estate? Processing. Insufficient credentials for entry. Please return at a later date, and prepare parameters may change in the future. Your presence has not been requested. You may not pass. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May the show go on.
All the crime around here happens indoors.
I can't believe I'm stuck with this assignment.
Please step back, Rangers. I'm not supposed to let anyone near this servitor drone. It's malfunctioning something fierce, and we think it belonged to the Wessons.
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
No, I mean, no, ma'am. Please, don't mind me. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Returning to West Mode objective. Located treasure.
Hey, look at him go. Nice work fixing that drone, Rangers.
Are you sure you're in the right part of town? Al, are you sure you're in the right part of town?
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
If you'd like to sign up as a volunteer for next week's annual Praise the Patriarch dinner, please inform Mrs. Ratberry. Everyone is welcome in this church.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know. And I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers? She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. But first, you need to know the truth about this city. Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you. You're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to treat the symptom rather than the cause. But that is because the symptom is about to overwhelm us, and the cause... well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative would be changing the regime. Which, even for those who have wanted it most, has seemed impossible. Thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city. Don't put words in my mouth, Rangers. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm merely stating realities. My loyalty to the Patriarch goes without saying. But let's save any talk of politics until after this refugee crisis is dealt with. Are you willing to help me or not? Oh, of course. And not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything. Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye, and good luck.
May the waters pass over you. We await the coming of the final deluge.
When's the last time anyone saw the Patriarch? He was down at the old airbase to beat the Rangers. Yeah, I can't remember either. You think he really is sick?
My family will be avenged.
Objective complete. Current location. Located treasure.
Welcome to the right side of the tracks.
Raid on Little Vegas nightclub! Blood on the dance floor! Fair and Brygo shot and killed for working with Dorsey's. Little Vegas closed until further notice. City dubs totally lame by local youth.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new.
Welcome aboard. Where are you from?
Oh, around.
Yeah, me too. We all are here.
Excuse me, are you Team November? I'm Del Hackett, and I speak for these people. We've been living here for months, and we've got nowhere to go. Please, will you let us stay?
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us, but you're not beholden to them. We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here, for any of us. Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they'd left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping. Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks, and we never set anything off before.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. Well, I was sure you wouldn't. We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance. Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here.